Well, good afternoon, everyone. Chief Meteorologist Marcus Walter here with the weather update. We're tracking heavy rain showers and thunderstorms now pushing into the arc limits. When we look at what's happening across the region, again, we see that wet weather pushing into our viewing area. But just to the west for Shreveport, they're dealing with a tornado warning. And we do have a tornado threat as we head throughout the evening. So keep that in mind. We could see some additional warnings issued across our region as this system continues to push east. But as we look at where the heaviest rain and thunderstorm activity is right now, we see it pushing into southern Ouachita Parish. We also see that impacting much of Jackson Parish and Lincoln Parish at this hour. So Ruston, you're dealing with that wet and active weather. We also see that across western portions of Union Parish. So if you're in Farmerville, get ready for heavier rain showers to push through. We see rain showers and thunderstorm activity stretching through much of Caldwell Parish, northern LaSalle Parish, also Catahoula and Concordia parishes at this hour. And we are expecting more activity as we head throughout the next couple of hours. It's all due in part to a larger storm system that will continue to push in our direction. And it looks like we could have at least a good 3 to 4 hours of heavy rain showers and thunderstorm activity moving across the area. But by the time we get to about 10 or 11 p.m., we should be drying out. With that being said, we have a number of alerts that we're watching across our viewing area. We have a flood watch for everyone that goes through Wednesday morning. And then on top of that, we're dealing with a tornado watch for most of our western parishes, including for Ouachita Parish. So again, the threat for tornadic weather will be with us at least through 9 p.m. this evening. When we look at our storm threat overall, the likelihood of severe weather, we're now under a slight risk. So that means potentially scattered to numerous severe storms across our region. And so that's what we'll be watching for over the next couple of hours. So as we focus in on timing of when the most impactful weather will impact us is really now through the rest of the evening. Heavy rain, a big threat, but also some severe storms, damaging wind, hail, and even tornadoes. And again, we're watching for tough travel across the region and potentially some flooded roads because of all the rain that will fall fairly quickly. And when we talk about that wet weather, we're still looking at rainfall amounts that could exceed 3 inches across parts of our region. It all depends on where we get the most intense thunderstorms to develop, but we still have a likelihood of a significant amount of rain across our region. So as we track things, we'll see a lot of this moisture continuing to move across the region. Fairly stormy weather with us as we head through 6 o'clock and 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock. But by the time we get to 9 p.m., we'll notice the worst of that weather pushing off into Mississippi. And by 11 p.m. or 12 a.m. into Wednesday morning, we should be drying out and seeing improving weather. So as we talk about what's on the way, this is a look at Wednesday lunchtime. Some wet weather may be to our south. If you have any travel plans to Alexandria or New Orleans on Wednesday, you'll likely deal with wet weather in that direction. But for us here in the arc limits, we should be drying out briefly. Then Thursday, we'll have more rain chances that will be in place. But by the time we get to Friday, we'll have to keep an eye to see what happens with our overall weather pattern, because models are trending back to keeping some clouds and even some moisture around as we head into the holiday weekend. And it's all due in part to this cutoff low. It's weakening as it moves into Wednesday and even Thursday, but it still is there in the atmosphere. It begins to drift south, and as it does so, if it sits overhead, that means clouds likely will be with us. And it also means we'll likely have some rain chances out there as well. So we're definitely tracking more cloudy and dreary weather potentially into the weekend. But the big story now is the severe weather that's on the way and what will be with us for the rest of the evening. So tonight we're talking about rain showers and storms. There will be a flooding concern. We still have a tornado watch that will stay in place, and temperatures after everything dries out will be down into the mid 60s. Tomorrow we'll see temperatures in the mid 80s. We'll keep plenty of clouds out there, but at this point it looks like we'll be mainly dry across the arc limits. We'll talk more about our storm threat for this evening tonight at 5 p.m. As always, you can stream us on KNOE.com. You can stream us on your Apple TV or Roku devices, and we'll be back with you at 5 o'clock.